You know, I haven't talked very much about Chris Brown. Yeah, even though I've reviewed multiple songs that have him as a feature artist, the only thing I seem to be able to say about him is that he makes a bunch of songs about stealing your girlfriend. That is his primary subject matter, or at least it was, before these singles leading up to his next album, Royalty. It seems to be that everyone's favorite domestic abuser is taking a different approach. I mean, Liquor sounds more like it's about Chris Brown getting date raped. Either that or it is actually a more sensual take on a sex song, but I digress. And Zero is about, well, hey, at least it's different. Concerning Chris Brown's lingering legal issues, I haven't really heard a whole lot about him acting out this year. I also heard that he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, so I don't know, maybe he's just getting the help that he needs now. Either way, I'm not really going to bring up Chris Brown's personal life anymore in this review. Because number one, at this point, it's really old news, because it's not even something that's been happening lately. Number two, let's be honest, it's not really relevant as to whether the song is good or not. The video for the song I'm reviewing, Fine By Me, appears to be part of a series of videos that started with Liquor. It does have an overarching plot, which sometimes can get pretty pretentious with music videos. Luckily, I can give you a synopsis, or actually, better yet, the video itself can give you a synopsis of what's happened in the previous two videos. Chris Brown got a drink that had some kind of super serum in it or some shit, and now this guy wants Chris Brown to fight his kung fu mutants. You may have noticed a couple things about this. First, you may have noticed that this video actually rewards you for having seen the previous videos, but doesn't really force you to have seen them in order to know what's going on. This actually does take away from the pretension of these sort of plot-based strings of music videos, and it makes it easier to follow individual videos. I like it. The second thing you may have noticed is that Chris Brown is fighting a bunch of kung fu mutants. What? The reason I feel the need to point this out is because the previous two songs actually had music videos related to their concept. In Liquor, a girl slips something into his drink. Yeah, in Zero, his girlfriend, I guess, who's speaking Spanish for some reason, throws him out of their apartment thing? I don't know. Point is, it's actually related, but here, I have no idea what these kung fu fights have to do with the concept of this song. But hey, maybe within the song he's going to say something about, like, fighting mutants. Let's get started. She doesn't call before midnight, if at all. Very quickly, we're getting a description of the situation. Basically, he's saying that the only time that this girl wants to see him is... Get out of here, Travis! Nobody invited you! But, yeah, basically. In fact, she's even gone by the time morning comes out. So, basically what he's trying to say here is... She only loves me when the sun is down, sun is down. Do you need me here? Now, Chris Brown's lyrics here are very straightforward, and that can be a good thing in this situation. I mean, he really only has 6 lines outside of the pre-chorus and the chorus. And so there's not a whole lot of room for him to be, doing a whole lot of wordplay. So it's nice that he gets right to the point. Now, I know what you're thinking. By my standards, this should be a very repetitive song. A couple things to keep in mind of that. Number one, this is a very short song. Like, really short. It's realistically only 2 minutes long? Second of all, there's a difference between me calling Justin Bieber repetitive for saying the same 4 words over and over again, Travis Scott saying the same 4 words over and over again, and Chris Brown just repeating a couple of measures. And there's a difference between him doing that and Nicki Minaj doing that. Nicki Minaj did it in a way to trick us into thinking that the verses were longer. With Chris Brown, there's a clear tonal shift when he goes into that pre-chorus. So, yeah, Chris Brown's lyricism here is actually... Fine by me. Okay, seriously, I could just, grab some popcorn, watch a martial arts movie, if you want me to. But I'm like music, baby. Any way you want, I wish you were mine. In a broad daylight. In fact, not only does Chris Brown seem to not mind the situation he's in, he seems to like it. It's almost like he's saying, that he would prefer it if things were a little bit more in his favor, but he's perfectly cool with what's going on right now. If only I could sum up that sentiment in 3 words. Oh well. There isn't really much else in the song to focus on. The woman just wants sex, and Chris is cool with that. We don't really hear that much about why Chris is cool with that, but I have a feeling we're just supposed to get the more tasteless persona that he's sort of portrayed himself as, but the thing is, this song kind of goes in the opposite direction. See, he's not depicting himself as the scumbag in this situation. He's kind of depicting the girl as sort of the heartless one here. And there isn't really that much detail to go with this, but then again, one could very well argue that going into more detail in a situation like this could be considered tasteless. Alright, now I can talk about the beat. It stays out of the way when it needs to stay out of the way, and really puts the focus on itself when it needs to. See, it's not too cluttered either, so it's not, crazy like Bitch I'm Madonna, where it's all over the place. No. It stays in one place, but not like too far in one place where there's really no variation and I'm getting bored. I would listen to this instrumental by itself, but the vocals accentuate it pretty well. What is it with people that I hate making good songs this year? First Guetta, then Bieber, and now Chris Brown has a good song? I even despised 2 songs that he made this year. 2 songs that I reviewed. I didn't even review one of the songs I hated that he was on. But hey, what can I say? I'm not sure that many critics are going to like this the way I did. And is it Song of the Year material? No, hell no. It's nowhere close to that. But what can I say? Chris Brown played to his strengths in a way that really caught my attention this particular time. Well, hopefully next time I'll have more negative things to say about the music that I review. Maybe, you never know. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood Boonslayer, signing out.